No matter who you are, our future is gone. Monsters recreated all around. I'll fight
Hey guys, what's going on? So, let's talk about what happened on Sunday. Sunday was my long bike ride, and I was planning on 4 hours down at the beach. 4 hours did not happen. I got to about 3.5 hours, and then I had to call it. Why? Because I almost freaking died. Okay, so true story. Here's exactly how it went down. 7:30, I got down to the beach. It was nice. It was cool. So I was like, you know what? I gotta ride along the beach. It's 17.37 miles to the turnaround point. Just gonna ride back and forth along the shore for the 4 hours. It's gonna take me about little more than 2 laps each. 2 round trips. First lap I did great, man. I was feeling awesome. I was moving fast. I felt good. I was eating right. My nutrition was on point. Second lap's where I struggled. So after the end of the first lap, I went to my truck to refresh a couple water bottles, get some extra nutrition. Cool. I started to feel a little hot, little kind of like but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna push through anyways. I gotta get it done. Kept on going. Right. I was feeling good all the way out. I get to the turnaround point and for some reason, I decided, you know what, I'm going to stop. And I stopped for a quick second. I got off the bike. I said, you know what, I'm feeling a little dizzy right now. Let me go ahead and go to the bathroom real quick. So I went to the bathroom, came down. I was feeling still a little dizzy. I knew I was getting hot. Saw one of those beach showers. Here was mistake number 1. I got under the beach shower, and instead of just, my from my neck down just getting saturated with water, I decided to get my entire body head down. I'm running my head under, trying to get my body temperature down. And well, if the majority of your body heat escapes through your head and you soak it with water and then cover it up with a bike helmet, it's gonna have a hard time escaping, which is gonna raise your body temperature, right? Didn't think about it at the time. I was drinking my Gatorade, drinking some water, kept on going. About 6 miles in, I realized 3 miles in or so, I realized I heard something like I ran over like a water bottle. Didn't think anything of it, kept on riding. 3 miles later, I looked down at my phone, and my phone's not there. Realized that my phone was what I heard sound like a water bottle. Turn around, go back 3 more miles, found my phone, only had a slight crack to it, so it's still fully operational, thank the Lord. Picked it up and saw shade and went, ooh, I need to stop because I'm getting dizzy again. I stopped the momentum. I stopped the wind in my face. So I stopped and sat in the shade for about 5 or 10 minutes. Mistake number 2. Finally, after about 10 minutes, I got off the bike, got back on the bike, said, I'm going to push through. I got about 11 miles to go. Should take me about 40 minutes the way I'm riding, maybe 45. Not a big deal. Kept going. About 5 miles later, found a public access beach entry, got off the bike, brought it to the beach, and dove in the water. I knew I was overheating. I knew my head, my body I was at that beyond dehydration. I was so far out of it. I just jumped in the water and said, I need to cool down. Let me dive in the water. And I just sat there for about 15, almost 20 minutes, just laid in the water, full body, putting my head underwater, just soaking everything in. Mistake number 3. So my tri-suit, my tri-kit that I was wearing, real thick, kind of, saturated itself. But again, I got out of the water, wasn't thinking anything of it, put my helmet back on, trapping all that heat in there, and tried to keep on riding. I fought through heat cramps. I fought through dry heaves on the bike. Got another 3 miles up the road, pulled into where I normally go to the beach, found the bathroom, brought my bike in there, and just laid on the floor, trying to cool down again, and I couldn't get up. That's where I called it. I was 6 miles from my truck, and I was dizzy. I was getting that tunnel vision, that blurred vision. Couldn't see anything. Dry heaving in the bathroom. Cramping, legs cramping. I couldn't drink enough. I couldn't get under the showers enough. I just had to lay there on the floor of the bathroom. A bunch of people were walking in, like, do you need me to call for help, whatever. luckily I was texting my wife, and she came down 45 minutes out of her way, helped me get my car, the bike in the car, drove me to my car. I convinced her that I was okay enough to drive after I had some cold water and just kind of sat in the AC for a little while. We went, drove to Wendy's. I got to Wendy's. I ate some food. Only ate a little bit of food. I had no appetite, but I drank probably about 160 ounces of fluid. Made it all the way home and just sat on the couch. Guess what? That's the second time training for an Ironman that I got heat exhaustion. If I'd have tried to keep on pushing, who knows what would have happened? Probably heat stroke. Could have ended up in the hospital. My wife wanted to take me to the hospital to get an IV. I refused. I just said, let me get hydrated and I can do it. Just pumping Gatorade. I probably had about another 40 ounces of Gatorade when I got back. I had a couple, 80 ounces of Coke at lunch just to kind of get some kind of calories in my system, just water and whatever, just like some kind of liquid. So because of that, my long runs and my long rides have been canned. My wife will not let me do longer than about 2 hours in the heat. So if the heat's going to get above 90, she doesn't want me to go longer than 2 hours. Because and I agree with her. Let's be real. My health is a lot more important than this race. No matter how much money I paid for it, my health is worth more. So I have to adjust. I have to do a lot more endurance work. So it's going to be trainer rides, bricks, a lot of bricks between here and the race. And we're just going to go from there. So that is what happened on the ride on Sunday. So we're going to try to move forward with that and kind of see what happens from there. So I have 7 weeks left, 8 weeks. What do I got? 8 weeks, just under 8 weeks left. So we're going to push through and see what happens, and we're going to move on. So later in this episode, I'm going to do a voiceover in a minute for this Thursday's workout, or later this week. I think I'm going to do my lower body workout. I'm going to voice over that, and you guys are going to get a chance to see what I've been doing for legs, and that'll be the end of that. So it sucks. I really wanted to finish a 5-hour ride. Hopefully the temperatures drop a little bit between now and the race. I'm giving myself a deadline of October 20th. If they drop, I need a high temperature of about 85 degrees or so. No higher than 85 before I'm going to risk it again. And I wanted to do a 5-hour ride before that. Unfortunately, I may not get it because the temperatures do not look like they're calming down at all between now and then. So we're just going to make do. I got the trainer in the garage. I'm just going to go harder on the trainer, turn it into a brick. I can still do my runs, but they got to be at night. They got to be when the sun's going down. They got to be or early morning before the sun even comes up, which means I probably shorten my distance. I can't go too far from home. So it's all safety at this point. But again, safety is worth. If I don't get to the race, then it was all for nothing anyway. So I got to do what I have to do to get to the race, and then just hopefully the race conditions are in my favor to kind of back up what I've been doing. So that was Sunday. Let me record that voiceover. Peace. What's up, guys? So it's Friday. We get to wear jerseys at work now, so I'm going to rock the old school Curtis Martin jersey because I'm a Jets fan. I know if you watch the news, Sam Darnold has mono, our team's banged up, whatever, man. I'm still a Jets fan through and through. But it's Friday. It means I get to go to the pool today. It's the only endurance workout I actually get to go as long as I have to and not worry about dying because I'm not going to get heat exhaustion in a pool, although knowing me, I would find a way. But I'm showing you, here's my watch, right? I have my watch today, and my watch is now in my bag. You guys can see it's in my bag. So I cannot use the excuse that I don't have my watch today for the swim. So that'll be this afternoon. I think I'm going to go for 3,500, which is the next progression. But you know what? I might just go. If I hit 4,000, I hit 4,000. I'm just going to go until it feels like I don't feel like going anymore, which could be quick. But we'll see. I'm going to try to count laps too, just to kind of see if the Garmin's on track, because I know that's been
it's been a question whether or not the watch is actually counting all my laps or skipping laps or whatever. So I want to kind of count to see if the Garmin's actually being accurate. So we'll see. I'll check in after the pool, and then tomorrow is lower body workout, and then tomorrow's 7 weeks left. Like, today is 50 days left. On Friday the 13th, September 13th, we have 50 days remaining. Tomorrow is 49 days. Dude, it's almost here. Like 7 more weeks and it can be over. 7 weeks from right now, I'll be in the water. I'll be in the water for at least 20 minutes. Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm going to go to work, go to the pool. I'll check in when I'm done with the workout. And then I'll show you legs tomorrow. Peace. All right, what's up, guys? So, done with the pool, obviously. Got my watch today, so no excuses for not being able to properly record my time. I'll admit today was not my best swim. I was supposed to go for 3,500. I ended up only doing 2,200, and my pace was at like 2:08 per 100. So not only was it not as long of a swim as I wanted, it was a lot slower than I wanted. And you know, I'll be honest, it was 100% my fault. I didn't fuel properly for this event, for this workout. You know, that's one thing as a triathlete you have to understand of, you know, fueling your body for the work that you're about to do. And during the swim leg of a race, you're not eating anything. It's the only leg you can't get anything to eat. So you have to eat all of your carbs and your energy prior to getting into the water. And hold on. You know, so you have to eat all of your energy prior to getting in the water, and that means you're carbing up, right? Like, you want your body to be able to survive off those carbohydrates. And today I had like 4 ounces of gnocchi this morning at like 10:30 for like a mid-morning snack. I did have a protein bar about an hour earlier than that, and then lunch was at 12:30. It was a cup of rice and some ground turkey. Now, obviously, a cup of rice not really gonna last me 5 hours, and you know, I had that about 12:30. So by the time I got to the pool at 3:45, that rice was gone, man. Like, it was already used and burned up and you know, metabolized and stuff like that. So I didn't eat anything carbohydrate based going into the water, or not, you know, within an hour and a half window of getting in the water. I felt heavy, I felt sluggish. I could feel it setting in about probably lap. I did 44 laps, so probably lap like 25 I started feeling like, all right, I gotta figure out how to end this quick. And then I get in the truck and I got this in my lunch bag, and I'm like, why the hell didn't I eat this before I went in? So it's cool, you know. I still have 7 weeks until the race, so I can retool, regroup, get back at it. And you know, next week's next week. You know, we got another week. We got another about 5 or 6 weeks of more swims. I can get to 4,400 yards or 4,500 yards in the next 5 weeks. Obviously, next week again, we'll go 3,500, and then 4,000, then 45. So I really only need 3 more weeks to get to where I need to be. I've got 5, so we'll get there. We'll keep working, and we will move on. It's Friday, so enjoy your evening. Your evening's already over, so it's Friday. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my evening, and tomorrow I will do legs, and I will show you that leg workout. It'll be the last workout of the week. I'm gonna ride Sunday. I don't know how far outside I'm gonna ride. I might split it, half outside, half indoors on the trainer. We'll see Sunday when it gets there, but I'm gonna go ahead and go home and enjoy tomorrow's leg workout right about now. Gotcha. Hey guys, what's going on? So it is Saturday morning. It's about 7 o'clock, but everybody's still sleeping. So I'm gonna try to I got up 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna take my pre-workout, we'll energize, and go knock out a quick leg workout, which you guys will see in a second.
but I'm going to get it done early because Penn State is on at 11, and I got to get done. I want to watch the game, so I've literally been up 5 minutes. I'm just going to take the pre-workout, wait for that to kick in by scanning Facebook, answering some messages from some clients, some people on my like page or whatever, and then I'm going to hit leg workout, and you guys are going to see that in 3, 2, 1.
Right, so this is my leg workout from this week. It's a post-activation potentiation, which basically is a strength training technique. I guess you can call it a technique or whatever. Strength trainers do it. Performance athletes do it. Basically, what the goal is, you do a strength workout, like a strength exercise, immediately followed by an explosive exercise, and then in this case we do 2 explosive exercises, plyometric based, and then we're going to do an isometric hold at the end, just to kind of get not even a hold, just an isometric movement. So this is lower body. We're going to start off. We're going to do step up reverse lunges in this. So we're going to do 5 each side or 8 each side. So ready, we're going to step up, bring the leg, and then go right back on the leg you stepped up. We're going to go ahead and do that into a reverse lunge. Like I said, 8 each side. And then immediately after that, we're going to go into a explosive work. All right, so we're only taking about 15 or 20 seconds of rest here, and then we're going right into a lateral explosive movement, right? Just to kind of, because the strength workout got your muscles incorporated, got them activated. That kind of get the explosive. Now we're going to work the lower leg, the calf muscles with some kind of plyometric. It's like a calf jump or one-legged jump, whatever. We're going to go front back, and we're going to go side to side, etc., etc. So that was the first exercise in this sequence, the first round in this sequence. We're going to do this, and then once we're done with this plyometric move, we're going to do what he called Tony's triangle, which is basically you start behind, you raise your leg isometrically just to fire that glute median, and then you're going to bring down in front. You're going to do 5 each leg just to kind of get that isometric hold at the top of the movement. So it hurts. You can feel this. If you do this right, you keep, the whole point of this, keep your toes pointed down to really, and keep on your side. Don't like roll over so your stomach's facing down. You want to keep your chest up. If you do this right, you will feel this in your gluteus median. And it stings, man. Like, it's tough to do. But this is one of the muscles that you need to work in order to prevent IT band injuries. I ironically just watched a video about this the other day from Jeff Cavalier, and this is one of the things he was talking about doing. So, well, not this particular, but you got to work that muscle. So that was the first sequence, if you will. And then from there, we're going to go into sequence number 2. All right, so it's sequence number 2. This one is so the weight workout for this one is a single leg squat, but you're going to have a weighted dumbbell in one hand, and you're going to reach across when you go down, you're going to try to get as low as you can, right? Then you're going to reach across your body, extend your leg, bring it back, and stand up. So you want to do this in like a 4-part. So you're going to squat down, reach, retract, and then stand up. So again, you're going to do about 8 each leg just to kind of get that activation going, right? You're going to incorporate, the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, etc. Get that stabilization with the core, and then you're going to move on. Now, once you're done with that, we're going to move into our plyometric or our explosive move, which is jump lunges. So you're going to do 6 jump lunges in this sequence. Again, probably about 10 to 20 seconds of rest, and then you're going to go ahead and do the jump lunges. So here we go, doing jump lunges. Ready, set, 1, 2. All right, so we're going to knock out these 6. Then we're going to go ahead and do side-to-side hops. Now, if you look at the TV, you can see that there's tape lines on there, right? Obviously, you can 2 to 3 feet apart. I didn't have the tape, but I jumped for, it was like 30 seconds of that. And then the next move, this is the one that Jeff Cavalier really talked about for your glute median. It's raise your hip and then raise your one leg, try to sidearm balance, and then activate your hip, your leg like that. This one is absolutely tough. So it got to a point where I couldn't even get up on that one on the bottom leg. I had to just keep my leg down like that. You still feel it if you isolate and squeeze the right muscles. And basically you're doing 4 rounds of this. So you're going to do, I think, 30 or 40 seconds per side here. Switch to the other side and then do that. And again, 40 seconds of that, each leg, 4 rounds. And you're not taking a break in between each round. Like you'll see here that as soon as I'm done with this, you jump right into it. You probably take about 10 to 20 seconds. Grab your weight, set up for the next round of the squat reach, and you go ahead and knock it out again. 4 rounds, as fast as you can, and then you're done. So 4 rounds of each complex, and that's that. So hope you enjoyed the workout. This was the last. I think I got one more week of this. No, I'm sorry. This was the last P90X2 workout I did. I'm changing it up next week to go with cardio based because I need the endurance work. So I'm going to do 37 days of endurance before the race. So that is that. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.
Open